Hi, good morning. Welcome to day 3 of self-love and human design. I hope that you found yesterday insightful, looking at the identity center and how it expresses itself, whether it's undefined or defined. Today we're going to look at the gates and how we can use the gates to expand our self-love. So with the gates, whether you have them defined or undefined, I just wanted to let you know that we are all an expression of the chart. So whether we have those gates or not, we're able to express that energy. It's just the way that we express it differs depending on whether our gate is defined or undefined. So if the gate is undefined, you have inconsistent access to that energy, and you get to experience that energy by tapping into the different energies of those around you who do have that gate defined. And you get to see how the world experiences and learn that way. Whereas if you have the energy of the gate defined, you experience that energy in a much more consistent way. So each gate relates to self-love in a different way. As you can see on the screen, we'll be looking at gates 1, 2, 7, 10, 13, 15, 25, 46, and they all relate to self-love and love in some way. So to begin with, today we'll be looking at gates 1, 2, and 7. If we start with gate 1, this is the creative, the gate of self-expression. So this is a gate all about I am and expressing oneself in unique and creative ways. So this isn't just a creative energy in the sense of being creative in terms of art or music, for example. It's about being creative with your life in the sense of expressing who it is that you actually are. And so with this energy, it's all about asking yourself whether you express yourself in a way that feels authentic to you. Does it feel in alignment with who you are? And this gate encourages you to embrace being who you are and accepting yourself and your own uniqueness, rather than wishing to perhaps be someone else. When we act from fully accepting ourselves for who we are and acting from a place of full acceptance, this is when we step into alignment. We act as our most authentic selves. And this is an expression of self-love, of loving ourselves exactly for who we are. But when we act away from our true selves, this is an indicator that we're acting out of alignment, and it does a disservice to us and also to those around us. For me, human design is, being ourselves, accepting ourselves for who we are and loving ourselves for who we are. When we do that, it, for me, creates a ripple effect that encourages other people to do the same. So, others have the ability to learn from us, the same as we have the ability to learn from those around us. So when we act in the low expression of this gate, we step into basically the shadow of ourselves. We hide from who we really are. And that in itself is not a high expression of self-love or an expression of the love that we have for ourselves. So gate 2 is the receptive, the gate of the direction of the self. So this is energy is all about the direction that we take in this lifetime. Gate 1 is quite a masculine energy, and what we find with gate 2 is that it's actually a bit more feminine. This is all about how our love impacts the decisions that we make. in this lifetime. As we've said a lot during this course, you know, how we love ourselves relates to the stories that we tell ourselves, and therefore the decisions that we make, and the directions that we take, or the relationships that we have with those around us. So this again is a gate that, rather than creativity from gate 1 and expressing who you are, this is more of a gate of nurturing and supporting yourself in ways that allow you to step into your full expression of you. So the higher knowing of this gate is actually rooted in taking direction in this lifetime to of the self towards love and beauty. And so when we operate from a low expression of this energy, what we find is that we don't support ourselves enough or at all. And as a result, the journey and the direction that we take in this lifetime tend to be not of service to us. Maybe we experience more difficulties, maybe we find it tougher. It's less acting in alignment with who we are. So the question for this gate is, you know, do you believe in yourself? And that's a really good question to ask yourself to see where you are with the energy of this gate. And the last gate for today is gate 7, the army, which is the role of the self in interaction. In some ways, the energy of this gate is all about leadership. But again, it's also about leading yourself in this lifetime. And as this is the identity center, the theme of direction comes up again. You know, can we take a look at the decisions that we make and see whether these decisions empower us or leave us feeling powerless? This gate of this energy is very much connected to those around us too, because, you know, when someone is a general in the army, for example, they are looked to for direction and for support. And so when we work with this energy, it's all about, you know, encouraging ourselves to connect with our own truths in order to be a leader for others. Because when we don't connect our own truths and follow the consensus, we might, you know, might not be making, well, we won't be making the right decision for us. And with this energy, it's all about acting from a place of self-love and compassion, and believing that our voice matters, and that what the direction that we choose or how we feel about certain things and what we have to say is also important. So when we work on loving ourselves, we create that trust with ourselves that, you know, what we have to say or the direction that we choose, our voice does matter. So that's the gates for today, 1, 2, and 7, and we'll be looking at another 3 tomorrow. The final thing that I just wanted to say about the gates is, and the identity center in itself, is that when we look at these, it's really important to look at them in, you know, alignment with your type, your strategy, and authority. So for example, if you have gate 7, you know, and it's, but you're a projector and it's all about leadership and direction and, you know, trusting in your own voice. It's about trusting in your own voice and waiting for the invitation, for example, or as a generator, trusting in your own voice and waiting for an opportunity to respond to something and then using that voice so that it impacts those around you more positively. So I hope that you found that really helpful. If you have any questions, comment below. And then, like I said, we'll be looking at the next 3 gates tomorrow. And you will also get an email in your inbox shortly with the journal prompts for today. And the final thing that I just wanted to say is thank you so much for all the lovely messages. I've had quite a few just saying how much you're enjoying watching the videos and doing the journal prompts. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I've loved doing this with you. And yeah, I look forward to doing the next 2 days. Have a great day.